Action.
Alright, so hi guys, my name is Victoria Munoz, and here we have
Pamela de la Cruz.
And today we're gonna have a little conversation about life in general. We're gonna see where this topic takes us to, and we're gonna do kind of like a short podcast, depending on on how it flows.
The conversation flows.
Yeah. So one of the things that we've been talking about lately is about like self, just seeing yourself in like aligning the outside world with yours. Like how people perceive you and like how you actually look and stuff. And it's like for me particularly, I used to look at myself in the mirror and I'd be like, okay, what is that? Like I had a disconnection. Yeah, this connection of what I really look like, and how I really like other people perceive me. So I don't know. I think it's interesting because and that's when I came with that realization, and I know we've been talking about that kind of stuff a lot lately. But yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like as human beings, we don't really get to see ourselves in the mirror because another factor that plays into that is social media. We take a picture and then flick. If we get posted up and then it's like, wow, that's me. But it's like, do we really take the time to look into a mirror and reflect like this is me and the closest thing like real? You feel me? Like the mirror's right in front of you. You're not holding a mobile device.
Yeah, it's not 2D, it's 3D.
Yeah, this is real life.
Filter. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's like I think people don't have that. They have a misconception of not being able to see themselves as human beings.
Yeah. Because I don't know, it's just weird because sometimes even like people that are going through like bulimia and this is like different types of eating disorder, they have a disconnection of like how they really look like,
Mm-hmm.
and how they think other people see them, because like sometimes they might see themselves as fatter or uglier than what they actually are, and it's because it's like they build this like they don't take enough time to actually like accept also the things that like how the things that they have that are made with them type of thing, like the way that their eyes are, or like the way that the mouths turn. So in that way, because it's like we're different. Like there's not a real like model of how humans beings should look like. And I think that also what the media does, it makes you believe like you have to look this way to like
be accepted.
Yeah, and it's scary because a lot of people, for us, we were introduced to the internet like later on during the years, and now kids are being introduced by 4 years old. They're already like knowing how to like go on TikTok and
that's really big.
It's kind of scary, honestly, because there's a whole culture out there that it's molding the future, and if they don't, if they're looking in the wrong areas, then they might. That's kind of like they're gonna sort those traits. They're gonna start doing those things because it's just something that's familiar to them. Yeah. That's just it's strange because it's like like even Benji, he just gets on the tablet. He like spends a good amount of time there, but it's because he feels so comfortable because now that's kind of part of his work. And like even Lola, she spends a long time watching YouTube videos and playing like Minecraft and stuff. So she enjoys more that fake reality that she's been growing into than their actual one. She gets bored of the real world.
Right. But there's also like. Now, from our perspective of our little kids, Benji's my little nephew and Lola's her little sister, but they're around the same age. So I guess you and as adults can both really understand and view that perspective of both of them. But at the same time, it's like there's so many factors that play into why they go into the phones.
Yeah.
But I believe at such a young age, it's because they're not receiving enough attention.
Yeah.
And that's okay because not every family does have time to give the proper attention that a young child needs.
Yeah. Oh, then and if you now that you bring that attention part, maybe that's also. I mean, we're not giving enough attention to ourselves nor our parents as we grow, so we don't take enough. Like it's like before, like you see like the health room for like families where like hey, every time you do something like good job, you get noticed, Right. And it's like it seems like you shouldn't like do everything so you can get you can get a reward, but it's like it's good to do that. It's good. It's good to feel like okay, somebody saw what I did, or like that was a good thing, because like sometimes you need reassurance. Like sometimes people do stuff and they don't know if that was a good thing or the bad thing. Like the fact that Lola was like saying, like, oh, yeah, I did this and that. Like, you know, I did that and I did this. And I, like, she was just naming everything that she ended up doing. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, great job. You know, I mean, I was telling like, great job and stuff. But in my mind, I was like questioning why does she have to tell me that, you know, in a way, because. But sometimes it's like it also shows that sometimes she feels unnoticed. You know, sometimes she feels like if she doesn't say that she did it, then nobody's gonna like know that she did. Yeah,
right. That's true.
And now that I think about it, that kind of goes back to like even when I was a kid. Like I just kind of like end up doing everything like on my own, and you know, waiting on a sense like, oh, like I hope they notice this time. But the reason why they never noticed was because I always did it. Right. You know, it's like it's not like they didn't notice; they just didn't care enough about it because they didn't feel like they have to reward me or like not reward me, but like just give me like that little pat in the back. Like you did a good job, you know. So yeah.
But you know what? I think now that we're really going to depth about about the young generation, is that they're young. You know, they're so vulnerable. They believe in so much attention, but it's because. I feel like at the same time they believe they know they want and need more.
Yeah.
So it's because they're so sure that what they're doing is just as amazing as just needs attention. You know what? That's nothing's wrong with that. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So it's saying it's like they really are aware of their surroundings. They're really aware of the people they surround themselves with, and it's like they want to stand out. And you know, as adults, we as well want to do that too. And it's like, of course, in jobs, at school, we do the best we can to have that reply, that feedback that we're looking for. Is a good job, you did such a great job, or you got an A on your project, well done, you know. And it's like, of course, as human beings, that makes us feel so great because it's like, wow, someone noticed my hard work, all that hard work that it paid off.
Yeah.
So you know, as well as exercising, someone gets into fitness. And you know, they're consecutively doing well for like 6-7 months, and then boom, the results are right there. It speaks for itself. Mm-hmm. And of course, you're not really as a person that's like into fitness and that's really, you know, trying to change for the better. They don't even feel the results until like maybe 2 years later. Mm-hmm. You know, because it's like no one maybe not telling them, hey, you've lost so much weight throughout the whole time. You know, because sometimes people don't want to speak on it. People are so shy to speak upon others people's physical appearance. Mm-hmm. But I think it's really important because it's like sometimes people don't feel pretty, people don't feel handsome, and I think it's really important if you think something or somebody looks great, fantastic that day, if you like what they're wearing, go ahead, say it out loud. Be like, I like your shoes, I like your fit, I like your smile. That changes their whole mood, you know? Like, it's so amazing to interact with other human beings as well, and then just to see how they maneuver around throughout the day. Yeah. Because everyone's moved different. Everyone moves different, absolutely. Mm-hmm. So I think it's really important to speak up. You don't have to know that person to say something. Yeah. Everyone starts off not knowing somebody. Exactly. So how are you gonna build connections? How are you going to further your exploration, you know? Mm-hmm. So it's really important to just speak up. Yeah, they're not gonna know what you want. Maybe that person's eyeing you too, but maybe they're just as shy as you. But go ahead, speak up. You know, make the first move. Like, you don't ever know that first move could make something better out of just that one word that you may speak up to.
That's true. I agree. I mean, it kind of goes even like because I'm using me as a sample because that's the best one that I know. Of course. But it's like because it brings me back to like when in the beginning I used to like I didn't understand how pretty I was. You know, like I'm really unique.
Self-confidence, of course.
Yeah, exactly. And like the fact that you brought that to me to like this sense, like you kind of were like, good job with those. You know, that outfit looks great. You know, this look amazing. Like you know, you're losing weight. You know, you're looking stronger and stuff. And it's like in a way we became so. You know, it becomes a habit. So it's like you kind of your brain is start just missing like the the little things because it finds no importance onto it. Right. Like when you used to tell me like the fact that your mom and you told me that I lost so much weight, I was like, oh, maybe I did, you know?
Right. Yeah. You know, like I said, like as a human being, you're not really looking at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, you're not paying that much attention anymore.
You're not. Like you're just really like. If anything, you're probably looking at yourself through a mobile device, maybe old pictures. Yeah. But you're not really always, comparing yourself from like how you saw yourself in the mirrh 5 months ago to now. You're not, you know. So like people perception of you is really important. Especially the positive ones, because you don't want to break someone down. You want to build them up as a person. As well as you would like for someone to do that back to you.
Yeah, and that also brings me back to like the, you know, like because of, you know, how much you have encouraged me through the years, I have like, you know, find that that self-confidence, because I was like, what is she talking about? Let me see what she's talking about, because this has been for a while, so it must be real. So, you know, you take that into consideration. It's like, you know, why is it that I feel like I'm so ugly when this person does, you know, say otherwise? It's like, you don't really have to care so much what people say, but you have to sometimes take in consideration, because there's sometimes we try to like, we don't want to like be too much, you know. And I think that's something that I always like think of that, like there's women that feel afraid to be busy. Like earlier today I was like, oh, I feel like he felt intimidated by me. But it's like that, damn, that's good.
I feel proud.
Exactly. No, I know, but the fact that you said that, it just shows that in reality, like you were questioning, even though you know what, that's fine, but it just came to your concern, because that's how the society has built. Like you can't be too bossy, you can't be too there, but in reality, that's what differentiates us from like even male or other people in general. People that are more like successful, it's like they're not afraid to ask for it and then say like, hey, this is how it is, type of thing. Because I mean, you said like, hey, you basically were interviewing him the whole time, and it's like, even okay, like that might sound like, oh, like it was really, he was supposed to do that, but he didn't do it. So you basically, the only thing that you did, you know, you were there and you tried, okay, I'm waiting for him to do it. If he's not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, right. If I was just gonna stay there waiting for him, it's like, what am I doing? Wasting time, wasting his and my time. You know, I'm pretty sure he's a really busy person. I'm as well as a busy person, so I'm gonna say it right there and then. I'm not gonna wait. The longer I wait, it's just the opportunity that I've lost.
Yeah, and also you get to know like the type of people that are in that organization, because it's like not you. Also, you have to see if they're the right suit for you as well.
Right, because it's like, think about it, you're gonna be working with these people along the job that you're applying for. So it's like, okay, let me see what type of person I want to, like, who I'm gonna work with in the future.
Yeah, and also they kind of represent you as a person too, because like if you follow their morals, then that means that you kind of align with who you are as well.
Right.
So if they're not, you know, if they instead of like helping the, you know, the immigrants, actually were like in a way taking advantage of them, it's like not, you know, if you get to understand the people that are working for them, you get to understand like what kind of people really are going there and what their mission is. Does their mission align to my mission? You know, my personal one.
Right. So now that you're bringing in the immigrants, I want to say that immigrants feel so vulnerable. They need people to speak up for them. Like they come, of course, they're seeking help, but the help that they need is like, you want someone, like, you feel so vulnerable that you don't even know what the right words are to explain how you're feeling. So you need someone that is as communicative,
understanding
of your just somebody that understands your point and just to talk for you. Because these immigrants feel vulnerable. They're not gonna tell you how they're feeling. You know, they're gonna be scared. They're gonna be shy. So that's why somebody has to be bigger and play the bigger role and be more tough on how you're gonna represent them.
Exactly.
So
they're trying to also earn that confidence through you, because it's like, oh, if she's allowed to do that and she's Latino, she's just, you know, a person that's fighting for her rights, then I guess we can do that too, you know.
Right. It's like, that is okay, because you know, at the end of the day, they're human beings. There's no such thing as an illegal person.
Yeah, and you know, I think about it that I just kind of like crazy. You're really representing them. It's not the other way around. Like they are the one with the story. They're the great ones, you know. Because it's like, because the story was so great, we said, you know what? We believe in you, and we want to make sure that you still reach to that goal, and I mean to that dream, and that you get treated the way that you should be treated, because you're a human being, like you're just like anybody else. And I think about it, just to think that all these people, those immigrants, they have their whole life, like, you know, they did everything. They build everything in their world back there, you know, in their countries. You know, to raise and create future generation, and then start realizing that the country is not doing it for, like, it's just not. It's not right. It's failing a lot. Look at Venezuela. Venezuela is a good example of that, and it's so saddening. It's so saddening. Like it's really saddening. Yeah, saddening. Because it's like to think like these people are being. This is like Venezuela is being represented as one. but it's like it's missing out the individuals are making that, you know,
Right,
like the good ones, because it's like the ones that are taking the control are the ones that don't care about the rest of the one. They're, even though they, you know, might do it for the right thing, you know, they're not even taking the time to let me listen if the right thing that I think it is for them, you know. They're not taking the time to consider everybody's emotions, like really struggles, because it's like, I don't care about the poor. You know, I don't care about this. Yeah, like I'm just gonna make sure to take all my people. And then it's like those people are just trying to be successful and trying to change the world, but they can't because it's limiting for them. You know,
Control.
which is why sometimes they have to. You know, they look for asylum. Yeah.
Iceland, yes.
Yeah, they look for, you know, for protection in our own countries. You know, and then the fact that we are, like, some of us are not giving the, you know, they're not giving that hand, you know.
Right.
That's the only thing that
all
asking for.
I mean, all it takes is just an extra hand being reached out. Because it's like, if you know you're at a certain level and you know someone else is not meeting where you're at, go down and reach for their hand. They'll bring them up with you. Why would you want someone that was just maybe as vulnerable as you at one point in your life? Why would you want to leave them down there? If you know you can find an opportunity, if you know that you can seek a way for them to be better as in this world, go ahead, help them out. Lend that hand out. It's not going to cost you anything. Never look for anything in return. As hard and cruel as this world is not, that's not what you need to be seeking in this world, because this world needs so much more love, so much more genuine people, so much more positivity in this world. You just do it, because if you're not doing it, who's gonna do it? If not me, then who?
That's true. And that's the thing, it's like a lot of people have that mentality too, because like sometimes they're like, oh, like nobody's helping me, so it's like, why do I have to help somebody else? Or it's like, but that should be like the more, instead of that being like something that discourages you, that should encourage you to like even be that one person, because like, you know how that failed and you didn't have anybody. I know that helped you in a way because it made you stronger, but also like, what if you were that, if somebody else that was the same level as you was at what, like, it was missing that little push, you know, that you were able to get. You know, they would have wished somebody was there. You know, so just like you would have done the same, you would have wished someone to be there. Why are you there?
As much as you crave that extra feeling, that extra presence to somebody else, be that presence for somebody else. You feel me? Excuse me. So go ahead, wherever you see opportunity, go ahead and take it, because the next person is gonna go ahead and grab you before you can, and you might never know what doors will open for you. So it's really important to just be genuine in everything that you do. Be nice to this world. We're in Atlanta right now. We're located in Atlanta, Georgia, and today we took a little car ride before, you know, just before everything, and there's homeless people. That is one of the biggest issues in this city. There's homeless people. You would think they get paid out there to be out there waving their boards back and forth, asking for help. You know, their boards is their message, that they just want to send you one little message. They're over there out in public, in the streets. You don't think they feel embarrassed, but that's how vulnerable they feel as a person. They feel like that's the only way they can seek help, and maybe get like a little bit, like $1, $2 throughout the day. Imagine how many people want to give out money, you feel me? And it's like, of course, maybe they want to use it for crack, maybe they want to use it for their first meal in 3 days? Like, you really never know.
You have to give that chance. But I also, like, even for that case, it's just like, they're not afraid to ask.
Right. And then back to like what I wanted to point it out was that, like I said, the people that are out here in this weather, fall is coming nearby, so you would think that these people are waving back their boards back and forth, getting paid. No, that's their everyday, every 24-hour a day. That's what they're doing every day. They're think about it. They're really. Would you go out for your first dollar of the day? Would you go out and wave a board back and forth? Would you be brave enough to be in their position, to see how it feels from their standpoint? I don't think, as human beings, as well as we're so blessed to be what we have, to be who we are and to have what we have, I don't think I would be bold enough to do that, you know? So I think it's really important to also understand, to also see their perspective as another human being, because that's what they are. They're nothing less. Who says that they didn't have it all at one point? Maybe you never know. They had everything in their hands, and then boom, something happened. Everything was just taken away from them.
They couldn't have any control over it. Because I know I heard a story of one homeless, and he was saying, I'm not a bum.
Straight up.
I'm a human being, you know? And like, his people who look at him like with disgrace is like, wow, like, you know, like, we look at how you even got here, you know? Like,
right.
And they just didn't even care to listen to they would ask the question, but never listen take the time to listen to the answer. And it's like, even this older guy, like, he was he worked in a bank, and then something happened where his house got burned, and it was a lot of like there was a lot of going on for him that he was like, I'm done. Like he had it all. Like he didn't like lost money. He just like said, I don't even want to do this. Oh, wow. You know, so they decided to become homeless. Right. But it's like they had the money. They just say, let me live the life like that, because it's like I wanted to see like what really it feels, you know.
Right.
And it's like it's crazy to think that people are doing that kind of stuff. Like they're not afraid to like to know how it actually feels to like get to a point. And I mean, he said it's hard. Like how can that be? Like you have to be through the weather. Like it could rain. It could literally be your house would be like to basically a little a blanket and top and like food and stuff like that. And then it rains. Boom. That's it. That's it for your
it's
whole
over
week
with,
food.
right? Yeah, it's over.
There's nowhere to go, like it's really really hot, and you have to still keep all your clothes around because you can't put it in a bag,
Right.
It's like you have to like suffer through the hotness. It's like
And think about it, like you say in their situation, they might have a whole family behind them.
Yeah.
They're not just carrying themselves, but they're carrying a mom, a son, a daughter, whatever it may be. What is their family? Like sometimes family they call dogs. Dogs are so in tune with us human beings, and you just sometimes see a human being with a dog right by their side, and that's all they need.
Yeah.
So it's not just what they have. It's not just about who they were as a person. Maybe you never know. Maybe that person is mean just because someone else has treated them mean. All it takes is just one person to smile and let them know not the rest of the world is just like that. Because I believe there's so many great people out here. So it's really important to always be kind to one another.
So if you see a homeless, give him, like a fruit or a water bottle. Just give him some food.
Whatever it doesn't have to be money. It really doesn't have to be money. And I think that's also the misperception that we have.
Because we can't,
Because like as well as I stayed downtown for college, and all you saw was homeless. And of course it's like they kind of like they seek upon college students because they think we have money. But it's like, of course we're like, oh no, we're broke college students, we don't have money for you as well. But it's like, maybe we have a fruit in our book bag, why not give them that fruit? So it just takes one gesture. It doesn't always have to be something in return. Give them, hey, have a great day today. I mean, their shit is going, I mean, everything is just going downhill. But it's like, maybe they may retake that phrase and
make it the best out of it.
Exactly. Thank you. So
I think life is we all owe one. That we have to always remember, we all humans. That's as we there's different in the kingdom, like we're human.
Yeah.
That's it. There's only one race,
That's
human
true.
Race.
Underneath the skin, doesn't matter what color you are, where you from, what language you speak.
We're going through it, whatever it is.
Under the skin is the same blood, same color red blood that we all bleed. So.
That's kind of crazy to think. Like we really have.
Yeah,
this,
like under the
like we can anybody can donate blood to somebody
exactly.
and just go in like nothing.
Exactly.
Like all the cells of somebody else might be in your body, but it's like it doesn't matter how we even look outside. What matter how it was inside. Like your blood was healthy, it's gonna help me.
Right. Exactly.
And I can help you, type of thing. It's like. Because it's like, on a way, like, we all connected. Like, we literally have living organelles within ourselves. Organisms. Wow. Organelles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
organs.
No.
Organisms? I think
it's like,
oh.
No. Organelles.
Organisms.
Something, it's basically like the little things.
Little things,
Little things.
Little things, or the big things, really.
Yeah, bigger things. But yeah, that's really our podcast for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and today when you see someone, you know, just smile to them. It doesn't matter if they're seeing sad, happy, like angry, just smile.
Yeah, let them know that there's so many beautiful people out in this world. Let them know that you're one of those people. That's all it takes.
And you believe in them. Like Pam did today, we were driving.
What?
She had a donut and she came out of the window and she put the window down.
I was like,
hey! Have a good day! And that person brought the windows down.
Window down. He was like, you too. Literally, it was so funny. The car was literally right behind us. I was like, let me get up. Let me get that. I literally showed my donut. I was letting them know what I was eating. It was good.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, have a great day today.
Yeah, it brought me so much joy. I was like, my heart was just like so happy, smiling. I was like, wow, I love her so much.
Oh, I love her too. I'm so happy. I'm so blessed to be doing this life with her because a companionship is great. It doesn't always have to be another opposite gender. You feel me? Having a best friend, female or male, is a really great way to do life.
Yeah.
You need somebody to put you in check. You need someone to guide you. You know, maybe they may have gone through it, and just let it flow. You know, never take things too personal.